All right, welcome to the most average hyped fantasy league on the internet. Today we got the Between the Bros, the fantasy football team, the average Joes. Let's kick it off. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing good.
Not
How about
everybody
yourself?
answer all at once.
Yeah.
No,
I just
I'm
figured
good.
I'd just jump in, you know? That's what we're going to do.
I'm
right?
just
You know?
fucking happy. I'm just fucking happy to be here, man. I finally got my first fucking win. Let's go.
Yeah.
First
Thanks,
win.
man.
Fucking week 4.
There we go.
Tyler,
Me and Joe were talking.
feel free
I was
to
hoping
say
your
something
kicker
on there.
died.
Yeah, right. in a horrible traffic accident.
Oh, man, if you went down for COVID, bro, that would just.
Oh, man.
Dude, I'd call that fucking rigged. Rigged. Did some
I
bullshit.
should have put it out.
Coming from a
The
Patriots
smallest
fan,
chance.
rigged.
Only when it
Oh,
works in our
man.
favor, pal.
Bro. I took my first loss this week with some bullshit. I was ahead by 45 points for a come from behind from like the fucking defensive performance of the goddamn year to lose to Brent's breathtaking team. And this motherfucker has been a ghost, and he called me like my phone is going off like I'm asleep because I don't do shit because I'm a bum and I just don't got work. I'm asleep and my phone's like laying next to me because I just got done jerking off, and I'm like,
As you
going,
do.
I'm like, who the fuck is calling me? And I look and it's Brent. I was like, there's no way. Like I fell asleep before the end of the game. I was like, there's no fucking way that there's no fucking way. There's only one reason why he's calling me. And sure enough, he fucking starts it off with, man, I'm glad I left that defense. And I was like, but you haven't changed shit. You were a player short before I texted you. So,
I got
whatever,
lucky on mine.
fucking
Well, I
highway.
mean, I was like 14 points ahead, but at one point it wasn't that way, and I got worried. I think Daryl, he hurt himself because he had a couple characters in here or players in here that were out. One was questionable, and he never actually played, so he got 0 points on that. And then somebody else, tight end, got 0 points for him. So I got lucky because he missed out on that. But he had like two of his wide receivers had over 20 points each. One had 26 points. I was panicking at first because I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna come back.
Fuck yeah. That's
Yeah.
ugh.
So I do think, as I was talking around the horn this week, I was saying, I do think we'll run it again next year, and next year we'll do it as a $20 buy-in, because like Daryl, he's so far out of it now, and he has no interest in it. So we'll do a $20, and if he's out, we just take his 20 or 50, 100, 500. I can quit whenever I want. Like
10,000.
I don't have a problem. I just
No, $20 sounds
we just keep gambling.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm out. I don't have a problem. Like, but 20, yeah, we can do like 20. We can do an actual buy-in. I know MJ fell off the earth, but he texts me. He's 2-2. This fucking loser. And then we got Dale's flamboyant team. I picked you to win, Dale.
flamboyant fantasy.
You let me down.
Damn it.
I mean,
Damn it.
you're still tied for second place. I'm looking at it right now.
Right?
Yeah, I'm what is that? 100th of a point back from Brent. So he also mentioned that whenever he called. He's like,
I'm
"And
saying
you're
the
in fourth."
motherfucker
I'm like,
probably
yeah,
haven't touched his lineup in weeks.
No, he fucked it up. That's how he had a player out because when he was switching it around, he dropped his tight end into his flex position and left his tight end blank.
Nice.
So I texted him. I was like, "Hey, move your tight end to the tight end position and put at least Juju in for your flex," and he did that.
And this is
So you
this
told
is
him
what
how to
happened
beat your ass.
right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I was a little confident as well, but look at that 44.50 for the defense. Like that's just some fucking bullshit.
You got
I'm
lucky.
gonna say what happened. What happened to your boy Jackson, man? Your quarterback didn't put up another 40 this week.
Hey, I knew this was going to be a rough week, but because he's going against Buffalo, which is a Super Bowl like headed team.
Oh yeah.
But my other choice was Carson Wentz, and he sucks.
Ugh.
Like he's bad.
Yeah,
He spent most
you
of
were
the
fucked
game
either way, pretty much.
-2. Yeah. So what did Carson end up with? Let me see what Carson ended up with last week. But
Probably fucking 2 points. He made a repeat of Aaron
come
Rodgers.
from behind to fucking beat me this, like, I was like, it just, whatever. It happens. It happens.
Somehow through the fall
does
happen.
timers, he made it work.
Right. I was like, you want me to put it in? Oh, but I can't actually change rosters after the weekend has started because I thought I was going to end up having to change it because he's like, I think it's too late, but he got it in. And, but
When is the last point you can
Carson
change
Wentz
your
got
roster? Like, is that
kickoff.
Thursday or
You can
Friday?
use a player. No, you can you can change a player all the way up until if you have two players playing Monday night and one's playing and one's on the bench, you can swap those up until the game starts.
Okay, so just till each game starts, till the kickoff of each game, you can. Okay.
Yeah,
Because I got that
Till the kickoff
fucking
of that
bum fucking Keenan Allen, and I don't know if he's going to be in, out, what. They're saying he's going to score more points than the wide receiver I have in place projected, but I'm like, fuck, and I can't bump him to IR anymore for a player that I know is going to start because apparently he doesn't fucking qualify. Thank you, Yahoo Fantasy Sports. So I'm stuck with him or a wide receiver that's going to do like 4 points lower than him. So I'm like, fuck, I hope I can change this. Like, because I'm assuming that's what's going to be. He's going to be just a game time decision of whether he's going to go or not. But he hasn't practiced all fucking week. So
Yeah, I lost one of my wide receivers. Who was it? Oh no, it was my running back, Javonte Williams. He like tore his ACL and MCL or something like that.
Yeah. How long is he out for?
This season. I dropped him.
He's a season ending.
fuck.
Yeah.
I had to. It's completely
Yeah.
season ending career is what he said.
I got two players on my IR that I picked up one, and then Cordell Patterson, that old motherfucker, he's on IR. But hey, Atlanta's 2-2, so I mean they cashed
There
him
you
in
go.
for 2 wins. They still,
Just went ahead and broke him the rest of the way just to get those two.
yeah, but hey, 2-2.
Hey, it's better than 1 and 3.
Everybody
I'll tell you
in the
that much.
division. I
Well, I
said the
moved from-
division's 2-2.
I went back up
I'm
to
gonna say I was
second
looking
place.
through the scores today. Yeah,
Yeah, you're in second place.
lot of teams are 2-2.
because your points.
Well, don't worry. When we face
Tyler,
off, I'll
what
be sure
place are you
to give you a little, little tea bag at the end.
Oh yeah.
When do we face up anyway? Me and you. Let's see your week.
It's like week 8 or something like that. It's
Yeah, it is week 8.
pretty far into the future. Yeah. Because I
Yeah,
was
you're
looking
projected
because I
124. I'm
expected
projected 111 for week 8. So we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to like do something about that.
Who is anybody on fucking bye week?
Oh shoot! Only half my team.
Half your team? Yeah. So this is where like people that aren't participating or they aren't paying attention, this is where they'll get got.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get
Like
wrecked. Yeah,
whenever players start going on bye. But
Well, week 8 I'll be okay. I don't have anybody on bye, but week 7 is when I'm gonna have 3 of my players on bye week.
yeah. I'm gonna say that's the worst for me too because I've also got 3 of my players on bye on week 7. So
But I faced Tyler, so I think I'm still gonna win.
yeah,
probably.
he could be all right, pal.
I'm
That's
one of
Tyler.
But he's only doing better than the guy who isn't even playing at all. So
Yeah.
I'm projected
I'm one of-
88.69 points in week 7, and in Tyler's projected 84.81. But you know what the funny part about this is? Look at this. So look, I haven't even moved Josh Allen or Cooper Kupp out.
yeah,
So 0-0, and then I usually have Dawson Knox in here, but he's not in right now, and he would be 0 as well.
Yeah.
Oh well, you have a
Do your
couple
pick to
buys
win.
too, don't you? Okay, so it's about even. You got 2, and I got 2. Well, you got 4 there. Projected
See,
0-0-0-0.
Brady's playing Carolina, so his quarterback has a division game, which is a big deal. So they're going to be playing up a little bit. So his quarterback's not going to produce as well. Can you pull that back up? I was working off of your
Oh
screen.
yeah.
I was
Sorry.
working off of the. Yeah. So then we have Miami at Pitt. Whatever.
Yeah.
Bye. Pitt at Miami. Yes, whatever. Houston, you're tied in at Houston. I can't make any calls on that. And then Green Bay defense at Washington. Oh, that's going to get you a lot of points because Washington Redskins football team, whoever the fuck they are, they fucking suck donkey dick.
Commanders now, right? Washington Commanders or something?
Yeah.
Commanders.
I say it doesn't really matter. They suck either way. Whether they're fucking racist bunch of asshole name or fucking stupid name like Commanders, they still suck.
The Commanders. How do they
Doesn't matter.
Fucking Commanders. They could have been.
They
like
probably
the
took a
Congressman
fucking
or
Twitter
something.
poll.
Dude, like
and
they
just
they had the opportunity of a lifetime to make the most badass NFL football name, and they come up with Commanders. Like,
oh yeah.
What?
I'm sure they let a bunch of elementary
They
school
really
kids
should've
decide.
done-
Like they put up a vote or something. Come up with the name of our
Oh,
new
you know what?
team.
It probably was in elementary school. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I heard that like people are buying up any like on the internet, so they're like copywriting it. So like the Washington, well, the Commanders now would have to pay them or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was odd.
A lot of people do that, and it's not even just like buying out the name, but it's just like buying out the website too. You know,
Yep.
Yeah.
you buying out the web domains and stuff like
Or
that.
get the name on social media.
is huge too.
Take the Commanders on Facebook or Twitter and stuff. Then the team can't have it and be like, "Hey, I'll give it to you for X amount of thousands of dollars."
Oh, it's almost X of millions of dollars now. It depends on what you're doing.
Well, yeah.
NFL team,
Yeah.
you take an NFL
Say,
team, I
yeah.
wouldn't sell it for less than $1 million. No,
No, yeah.
like because they're going to drop $1 million on that name just because they got $1 million
To
and
to rebrand everything, they've got to
I think
redo
they
all
did.
the shit, all the.
Yeah.
What's that?
And then the advertising and everything that was associated with it, I think that they did do that.
Yeah.
I think that somebody did grab it because they like, and I think that it wasn't even like somebody guessed it. I think they leaked it before they had bought everything. Now that I'm remembering all of this, I'm sure there's like a sports person out there who knows. Let's see.
Yeah, somebody who's in the trenches more than we are.
Yeah, I'm
Shows
over
up at the
Googling.
practices to see
I can't
who's
remember. I was
practicing.
trying to find a.
I saw that today on Twitter. This guy just reporting
what
like,
the
who's at
previous
practice.
names
This
were.
guy's practicing. This guy's not.
Yeah, that's how they get the fucking
I
question.
know that's how they get the.
Is if
Yeah,
like
they get the scoop and shit. Yeah.
yeah, they're like this guy's not practicing. Is he injured? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he spent 60 minutes having a 250-pound guy fall on him,
Yeah.
which is Tyler's wet dream. But it
repeatedly.
also bruises some people up.
Just a little bit.
But Dale left.
he's
Hey,
gone.
fuck you guys. I'm out.
he's like, I'm out.
Oh shit.
But
So
anyway,
I'm gonna say,
Oh,
who
yeah,
saw the
this
Chiefs winning Sunday, Monday, Sunday? Was that
Where
game
they
Monday
played?
night or Sunday night?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because everything I saw before, I think it was Sunday. Because everything I saw before, like, oh, they were talking about how the Bucks are going to win, all this shit, whatever. Like, oh, it's Tampa Bay's game to win, blah blah blah, all this stuff, whatever. And didn't go so well.
The only game I honestly watched last week was the Seahawks game where Geno Smith he just threw out and
Oh yeah,
pulled up mad points.
fuck yeah.
Needed that.
yeah.
37.9 points.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I did watch. So we're talking about all this football, and we're missing the whole fucking Tugalua fucking drama. Bunch of fucking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The Tua Tugalua drama.
Yes.
So I know me and Joe pulled it up, and we talked about it on on our podcast. Has any of y'all seen that?
Yeah, so from what I understand from watching, various TikToks, which, I didn't really verify any information that I saw or whatever, but the doctor, the third party neurologist or whatever that specializes in there, that said he didn't have a concussion and all this other stuff, apparently got fired. And from what I understand, he got fired because he wasn't cooperating with the investigation. He was making
I wonder why.
Yeah, I would say he's trying to cover his ass.
He's like, I'm the doctor or something like that, and that's what I say. What, are you a doctor? I guess that's what I was hearing on TikTok. I don't know. But.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I know. So from the whole thing, and this we talked about like ad nauseum on Between the Joes, like the first game. If y'all saw the first game, like he gets up. He shakes his head. He like stumbles when he shakes his head. That's a bad idea. He stumbles.
Yeah.
Like he loses it. There's a fucking lineman like literally holding him up, and the fucking announcers are like, I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
And that's whenever like I was like becoming unglued. I'm like, you've never fucking seen that before. Y'all are such fucking full of shit. And
you never seen anybody get
like,
rocked?
oh yeah, never seen nothing like this before. And I'm like, you never seen fucking UFC where somebody gets fucking rocked and their knees are all wobbly and their legs are like, it's a back injury. No, it's not a fucking back injury.
You know what it reminds me of is when you locked up your knees in formation and somebody would fall out.
Oh.
It's the same look.
Out.
It's just they start having that like dizziness, and once they shake their head, they're going over like and falling out.
Yep, they're done.
Yeah.
Done and done. So this reminds me of a story that I was this is an adult story. This is not the story where I broke my dick. This is the story where I was having adult time with a female. I'm going to clarify, Tyler. That I was having with a female, and I had my hand. I didn't hear any of that, but I had my hand like cupped around her neck, not like choking her air, but like right here on the side. And she was standing, and she like, folded. And I thought, oh, yep, this is it. I'm going to jail. I'm done. I'm done. Like this.
Run.
Like folded up. I was like, I gotta get my fucking keys, my wallet. I gotta get dressed. I gotta get the fuck out of here. And then she like looked up.
Wipe down all the surfaces.
Right. Get the duct tape.
Oh man.
I start calling Dale. I'm like, Dale, what do I do?
I'm like, get a shovel.
Going to the desert.
Hey, just go out to the back 40, where the alligators are, dude.
Oh, I could. Down here, there's a lot of alligators. You get like a chumming machine. I could probably get away with it. I mean, nothing's premeditated now.
Oh, hey, speaking about that, what about that? What's going down in California with that serial killer? Have you heard about that?
Like a headline of that today.
You got any inside news on that?
I'm gonna say it's your backyard, Dale.
Well, is he in Southern California or Northern?
Fuck, I don't know. It's all the same to me. It's California, bro.
Stockton.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Oh, Stockton. Yeah, that's up north.
No, Northern and
6 people.
oh yeah, Stockton. I saw that.
5 people in 6 months.
It's all ghetto trash, but
And there could be more. And it's all men.
Oh yeah.
So what's he doing? Just rolling up on people and fucking shooting them, or?
Hey, don't be sexist. You just implied that it's a guy, dude. 5 guys died. It's a girl. Come on. Oh wait.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Right.
That's probably
We're
true.
assuming gender.
Yeah.
They probably identify as they, them, and it's not a serial killer. It's just one person killing one person from one personality. Not going to get him with that one.
Man.
It's California. He'll post bail, and he'll be out that night. And he'll be back at it.
Right back to work.
Because you can't
Wait,
discriminate.
didn't I thought California was moving to a cashless bail system. They're like one of the states that are moving to like the cashless bail because they feel that it's oppressive for poor people, which also means like the marginalized people, that they can't post bail. So it disproportionately favors like the African American community, which there's a lot of assumptions in there. You got to get to that, but that's what I heard. Is it you? I don't want to bring up where you work. Do they take people off the street? Like whenever I used to take somebody to the jail in Gwinnett County, there was a jail, and then there was like the prison down the road. Do you guys have like the judges and take people, or no?
We do. We deal with the Marshal Service a lot, but a lot of. So I'm in Southern California, so a lot of it's like illegal reentry. So like immigrants. It's federal crimes, so a lot of gang, a lot of racketeering.
Bro, so
they will go to court in LA. Yeah, it could, I mean, but there's a lot of prisons in like Central California, federal prisons.
We have too many prisons, really.
Okay.
We need to stop making prisons like a nice establishment. Like, I get trying to rehabilitate people in doing that, but you make it absolute hell. And what happened to chain gangs? What's wrong with that? Why can't we have them clean up the streets of trash and shit? Like, I-5 is terrible. Like, put a chain gang on them, make them walk up and down the streets and clean them up, because instead of paying people $50 an hour or $25 an hour, whatever it is, it's crazy out here. Literally, it's probably in Washington, I'm going to go ahead and guesstimate it's probably anywhere between $25 to $50 an hour job to clean up those freeways with hazard pay.
Yeah, with that. So my opinion is punish the more severe crimes and then release, like, stop like some of the other minor crimes. So like
100%.
Stop arresting for some of the minor crimes. But like in our state, so like you're actually speaking from a perspective that's probably more in line with what I'm saying, because in your state, weed is legal. In my state, it is not legal. Like, it is a hard line no.
Yep.
Like
some bullshit.
What state did you go to, Joe? Where it was like what was the ratios for like an felony? Like, what was like intent to distribute? Like, you went on a vacation, and you drove through a couple of states, and one of the states that you were driving through.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, it was Texas. We were going to visit my family in Texas, and that was like, what did they say? Because like I know in Georgia, not that I have any reason to know or partake from my FBI agent that listens to me. I know like up to an ounce, I think it's like an ounce you can have for personal use. Well, not legally, officially, it's not a state law, but like in Gwinnett County and the surrounding metro, most of them don't enforce it anymore. Yeah, exactly.
No,
they take it, they trash it, give you a ticket.
Yeah,
have a nice day, see whatever. In Texas, like I think it was like a fucking gram is like a fucking felony, punishable by like fucking 3 to 5 years in prison. I'm like, holy shit.
Hey, you want to see what it is like in Washington out here? This is what it is.
Oh yeah, yeah. Must be nice.
There's like stores everywhere, dude. Like, I mean,
nice.
Like, I can't even like if I wanted to visit every single store within my area, like I don't think I could do it in a day, dude. And this is just like a small area of Lacey, Olympia, Tumwater area. If I scroll out, I mean, dude, like, it's gonna be so many it won't even pop up. Right. Like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure. I'm saying Seattle. Yeah, Seattle's probably covered. Yep. God, I could almost put up with the bullshit in Washington State just for the fucking dispensaries.
Man, that's a bold claim. I've been to.
I don't know, bro. If I could walk down the street and pick up a legal ounce, I don't know. It might be worth it, pal.
Like out of way. So up near whenever I'd visit Hex, like that was pretty decent. It was really pretty, really nice.
Here we go. Support the natives.
All of that was pretty fucking decent. But man, Portland.
Dude, look how clean your shops look.
Yeah, you told me the horror stories about Portland. I'm almost saying it's probably the nicest store you could fucking retail space you walk into. Dude, yeah. They're gonna be freaking nice, clean, immaculate.
It is so clean in there.
Uh-huh. I'm not surprised
What's the risk
at all.
of getting fentanyl laced weed from there? 0.
Yeah,
I would say
it's controlled. So
it's super controlled to the point where I've been in this store once and actually had them being inspected at the time by somebody. And they're going through and checking serial numbers. Every single little container of weed, even if it's just one single joint, has a serial number on it. And so if they can't just be like, oh, you're getting 5 pre-rolls and ring it up, they have to scan every single one because it's got a serial number issued on it, and so they know exactly the distributor who, or the the dispensary that created it, that had the flower, the strain of the flower, all that stuff is on there. You can literally tell, and you can't. If you lose one, you're in trouble. Like, it's pretty crazy on the laws that they have out here. It's I mean, every single one that you go into, it's very rare that you don't have your ID scanned when you enter to verify it, that it's a valid ID and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, yeah, because they want to stay above board because they don't want any fucking issues. They don't want to get caught selling to minors. They don't want to get caught selling to whoever they're not supposed to. They want to freaking keep their record clean. For it.
They've closed businesses down and shut them just completely down, and it's
and see that's been my soapbox nationwide about vaping, because I fucking vape. It's the only thing that got me off cigarettes, and everybody's raised the fucking stink about all these kids, we got to save the kids. Man, fuck your kids. I'm trying to not smoke a fucking cigarette, bro. And every time I turn around, they want to ban this, ban that. When all they need to do is regulate it like they do weed. Have stores that only sell nicotine vape products. Have them fucking ID when you walk in. Take it out of convenience stores. Take it out of fucking these head shops and shit. How hard is it? It's not that fucking hard.
It's really like, man, that shit drives me crazy. Like, why are we gonna the vaping and then the cigarettes? Like, honest to God, like I would rather walk through a cloud of fucking cinnamon roll, fucking Sunday morning brunch with maybe a little fucking like some mimosas than a cloud of somebody smoking like a fucking fucking Marlboro Reds. Like,
exactly. Yep.
How you doing, son? You want some of this? Like,
exactly.
No.
In Seattle, they have tour buses that literally take you around Seattle and to visit all the different dispensaries.
Fuck yeah.
And so you get to go around, partake in, and all that stuff, even though you're not supposed to partake in public. But I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to Seattle and you go outside in the public. It's somebody's got a vape cartridge. It's even at the football games. I mean, I went to a Mariners game, late June, I think, and you could smell it. People would go into the bathrooms and take a hit off of a vape cartridge, and it just linger in there. It's everywhere, really. But I mean, it's like you just said, I would rather have people smoke that and have that smell versus any cigarette any day. I mean, it's
man,
100%.
We used to play
and it's worse, like, because
it's like a goddamn bakery in there. Like, we're on there playing cards. Everybody's got their vape pen. It's a fucking bakery. It's not like dingy and like my nose isn't running and shit. Like, bro, like if they go, I would straight up fight for vape pens, because that's some bullshit. Like, don't bring that shit back. I like playing cards.
No. Yep, exactly. And that's before I quit. So that sucked, because like every time I fucking, after a round, I'd fucking run out the front door to fucking light up my goddamn Camel light, because I needed a fucking fix when, there's fucking 5 or 6 dudes back there in the room where we play at and stuff, whatever, just the whole time. Like, it's just asinine. I mean, I know what it is. It's all fucking money, but it's just fucking asinine.
It's money.
Oh yeah.
Money.
Yep. Because the fucking states all get money from big tobacco companies. In the 90s, all the states got together and sued big tobacco, and the result of that was called the Master Settlement Agreement, which means that every state gets a portion of profits from big tobacco based on the number of people in that state that either had health-related issues or died from tobacco-related illnesses that the state documents, and then they get a cut. And for some states, some of these fucking places, that's like fucking 70% of their state budget is this money from big tobacco companies. So there's no hurry for them to ban cigarettes or even make vaping easier, nicotine vaping easier to do, because it's proven it's cut into cigarette sales. I mean, right now, I think the smoking rate in the country is the lowest it's ever been of people who just smoke cigarettes. It's never been this low, ever.
And on all of that, if you enjoyed this conversation, check us out Between the Joes, because we have whole episodes on this.
That's right, boys.
So, on Between the Bros, though, we would like to be able to smoke weed in Georgia. Tyler, you drive a truck, so sucks to suck. but you're just sitting there trying to look pretty.
Yeah, what's
yeah,
going on with you,
earlier.
Tyler? Here, you got to use sign language. Come on. Act the
Gorgeous.
scene out quick.
Come, bro. Act the scene. 4 words.
Movie.
Yeah.
Tyler made a mistake. He shaved his beard, so
Oh God.
he's no longer in the beard club.
Fucking headset don't work.
That's right. His headset don't work. Anyway,
I have something
Dale,
for
when
that.
you growing a beard?
You know what? This is all I
I
have to say.
can't.
You salty little
It's-
bitch. You salty little bitch.
I can't
Bro,
get
that
past the
stubble is
itch. I
manly.
can't.
Oh
I
man.
can't.
So I'll tell you my secret was I didn't take a shower, and I would put a bunch of grease in there. So for
People
like
keep saying
a
like
month,
beard
I just
oil,
looked
but
like,
dude, I don't want a beard.
It
It might
sucks
hide my
for the
double
first
chin.
2 to 3 weeks when you get through that first itch phase. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Like there's no dude, there's no better feeling than like when you're in the middle of it and then like you just get like grabbed and it's
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
100%. I can verify that's true. Those are facts.
I very often get asked how I keep it so dark because I don't dye it, and usually my response is thigh sweat and beer.
I thought honestly with you, I thought it was going to say something else. I thought it was going to be like when you
I'm
go
gonna say-
down, you know, and it just happens to get brown when you go down.
Nice.
When you're eating,
Let's eat that ass like groceries, boys.
I got to keep it really long. That way, whenever I'm eating the front, I can sweep the back.
There you go.
That way
like
you
it
get
when it
dessert
tickles the
for
tank.
leftover, you know,
Yeah, you can sniff it.
a little bit of that.
That's right.
I kind of feel like I let like veterans down. Like the 2 prerequisites when you get out of the military: get fat and grow a beard. I got fat, but I can't grow a fucking beard.
Whatever. You're jacked. I'll tell the story again for all of our new listeners. We were in the gym, and I'm not very strong, and
Yeah,
I've been
okay.
going to the gym a long time, and I'm not very strong. I got fake muscles. They look great, but they're fake as fuck. Like I'm not even gonna pretend. And
They're only there for looks.
puts on 315, and this guy's like, "You want a spot?" Because I'm like, you know, looking over here, like, bro, if you drop this, I can't pick it up. Like, I can't save you. And Dale's like, if you can't rep 315, you're a bitch. I was like, I can't rep. I
I can't even rep 215. What does that make me?
No.
Actually, I don't know what I could rep right now.
For one, he was like a LARPing like fucking nerd, and he was telling me I was benching wrong, and I was like, "Oh, I can't rep 315."
He was
bitch. It wasn't.
Hey, but how many of those Halo tournaments did me and Bennett fucking dominate at the fucking?
Oh,
at Wilderness?
Joe and I were talking about that the other day. Like, how you made like Sergeant Gammon just fume at Fall Wilderness. Like he would throw a controller. I mean, just classic rage.
so hot.
Dude, it was so crazy.
In
We
one of
wired
those
up.
tournaments?
I remember going around Fob Wilderness with all the comm guys, and we had all the Ethernet cables running between all the fucking housing units that we had there, and like we just literally wired everybody up, and we had Halo tournaments between the Cav Scouts, the Cooks, the MPs, and everybody else that was there, and it was
And we
it was awesome.
dominated these nerds. Like,
Yeah.
no chance. Go back to your fucking gold spurs and your shitty hutch and load us rain.
Whose toothpaste had that shrapnel in it when we got back from that one mission? And we're after
think
that
it was
happened,
Jimmy.
we went and spent like days
Jimmy?
with sandbags.
I think it was because he was below.
I think it was Jimmy.
Yeah,
He was in the bunk below mine. Jeremy was to my top right. I can't remember who was below him.
talk about the best timing we could have had to go outside the fob. Like if we were
I
in
still
there,
remember
It
that one PRT
What's that, Dale?
ambush that all the stars aligned when that PRT convoy got lit up.
Yeah.
And my 50 wouldn't work. Eldon Stevens, his engine blew.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
We got turned around
And
like
it was
3
the
times.
route we had taken for months, and they just got hammered. I know that ambush was meant for us. I knew.
Well, I mean,
I
it
was
could have been
absolutely-
it
well,
could have been meant
they-
for us, dude. But we were like, to be fair, man, we were a hard target, dude. Looking back on all 3 of my
We were.
deployments, I think the hardest target out of all my deployments was definitely that first one when all of us were the gunners and shit. And like, I mean, we had things on point. We would rotate at the right time so we wouldn't have a Mark 19 aiming directly up a hill that it couldn't possibly shoot at. I mean, we were on point as gunners, I feel like, and it was just well-oiled machine. But anytime any other unit rolled through there, I mean, there was that it was that PRT unit that got jacked up. But there was another time I feel like that there was a similar situation where it was another like National Guard or Army Reserve unit that every time they rolled through, they would get effed up every time, and it's like they wouldn't mess with us.
I know there was RCP got fucked up.
Yeah.
One time rolling through there, but I know they were absolutely tracking us because remember whenever they caught that guy with the Sims card and they had video footage of like them recording us trying to track us, and it was I knew it was us because my truck had those 2 giant blue coolers on the back of it because I was fat as fuck and I used to put a bunch of fucking rippets in there. So they knew it was us. They were definitely tracking us. Whether or not they hit that convoy thinking it was us, or they hit that convoy knowing it wasn't us. Either way, it wasn't us. And that shit, I'll remember that shit. And you talk about Eldon's truck. I know when that fucker died because for like the last week he'd been pouring rippets into the gas tank. Like that piece of shit. We worked on that thing for fucking hours every day. Every time we went out, it was like the oldest truck in the fucking squad. It had the most miles. It was the most shitty. And every time we left, it broke down. And he fucking hated that thing. So he started pouring rippets in the tank. And then it fucking blew up.
Well, it saved us from an ambush. So.
Oh man, it was I feel like it was the second deployment. I felt like my truck was always the one that was broken on that. Like I felt like I was at the motor pool half that deployment with my truck.
I have a sneaking suspicion it has to do with your driver driving like 9 miles with the brakes on and setting it on fire.
Well, I mean,
Was that Edmiston?
no, that was when I got
Honorary?
that was when they took my driver. Like Edmiston was a great soldier, man. Like he was a great fucking
I
driver.
love Edmiston.
And they broke my team up, and he was a funny guy though.
Yeah.
But dude, like they broke my team up, and I don't remember her name now. I just had a mind blank.
Honore.
Yep. And she hopped on, and like she would have to sit on a book to be able to see over the steering wheel. Like I'm not even kidding. We had to have a book, and it was thick. It was like this thick, man. Like no joke. That she was sitting on. She could barely reach the gas pedal or the brake, and so she was riding the brake and the gas at the same time. And like I was flabbergasted on why this was a thing, and I was fighting it to no avail. Like
Man, I
I'm
remember
glad
those
we
trucks.
didn't
So I
get
had a
hammered at
different
deployment.
issue.
We'd be dead.
yeah.
Oh, we got fucked up, but it was a good thing. It was like
dead.
the drawdown, and because I remember my truck, I had a different issue. This was whenever I'd given up on the Army, and I couldn't steer because my fucking magazines would rub against the fucking steering wheel because I was so fat. I'd have to like lean back and fucking like if I had to steer like really steer that thing, I'd have to lean back and like shimmy back and forth in that thing, man.
Dude, on my last
Fuck
deployment
that
when I
shit.
was back in Afghanistan, I was the same way. I was a team lead for a while, but then I ended up becoming just the driver for the squad leader, just to give the other NCOs that were newer and they were staying in. At that point, I was like, I'm out. So I just kind of like stepped back to let some of the newer NCOs get that time with leadership. And I literally drove the squad leader, but like I had that same issue with the fucking with my gear and all, like the magazine pouches on the steering wheel, dude. I'm like sitting here like trying to suck it up the whole time, like.
I think the most like confused I was in anything that ever happened was whenever a Dale soldier damn near shot his foot off.
Oh my gosh. Jesus.
Because we were standing there and we're just
Rogers.
like, whack, 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 whack. Rogers. Yeah. We hear whack, whack, whack,
Just
whack.
in
we
a
turn,
cloud of,
and
we think we're taking contact. Cloud of dust. Just let a burst from a 249 go.
Oops.
Like, is he shooting at somebody? Like, no.
shooting at himself. I was like, oh man. I was like, I think your soldier just like shot himself, and he's just standing there looking down, frozen. And
Frozen.
whatever happened with that? What'd you do? Just make him do push-ups?
Dude, I know, because we weren't allowed to use corrective action against people on deployment at that time, I think. So I remember like going to his chew, and he wasn't a bad person, man. So I wanted to like talk to him, like, hey, you know, like, it might be a negative counseling or whatever. And he was just staring at a wall, and I'm like, dude, if I write him up, he's probably gonna off himself. Like, so I talked to.
Oh yeah, might take you with him,
dude. That kid,
man,
that
like,
kid was like, he was his punish. The best way to punish him was probably that way, to be honest with you, because he reminded me of how I hold myself to a higher standard. And like whenever I did something fucked up, and I would, dude, you didn't even have to fucking tell me. I already fucking felt like a shitbag.
Yeah.
I would fucking be a little bitch about it because like I couldn't fuck it. Like I would be so fucking salty. Like,
You salty little bitch.
yeah. The whole time if I fucked up. Because I didn't like it. I didn't like being that way, especially after I got becoming a sergeant and shit. But I remember, dude, that kid on the road, man, like, oh my gosh, when we were doing MP stuff, oh man, that kid, he like
road dog.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Oh, he was good people, man. He knew he screwed up. Nobody was injured, so it's like, man, like who?
no, I don't think
I think he had like 2 years in the army. It's like you're really gonna like Article 15 him for that? Like,
no, there's no need.
everybody's fine.
Not
There's
even
no
a few
need.
years, I don't think. I think he
Right.
came to us as like a private. So like halfway through that deployment, he'd have been in like a year and a half.
Yeah, maybe.
That sounds about
So
right.
he was a good dude. He was all right. And
Yeah.
I know he was all right because we used to just rag on him relentlessly for like
Yeah.
other stuff. And he was all right the whole time. He never turned into like a bitch about it. He never got like upset about it. So I know he was all right, man. Whenever that happened, I was like, what the fuck? Like you just hear it going to town. I'm like,
Yeah. Let's sweep that one
Good
underneath
dude.
the rug real quick, there, buddy.
yeah.
So to get back to the fantasy league here,
Oh yeah, fantasy.
Oh, this is a
Football, yeah.
fantasy league show? Oh shit, man, I totally
Oh
forgot.
yeah. Yeah.
oh, we just
There's a
let
bunch of
the
bros
stories
stories.
rip, right?
Yeah, fuck it.
It's all good. Well, what I was gonna say is Sick Call Rangers are gonna win, and that's all.
Called Sick Car Rangers over the Hard R. Here, we can walk through them real quick. What do we got?
Yeah, that's fine.
You got Sick Car Rangers over the Hard R. I'm going to call Ligon Duh over Dale. That's my team.
All right.
The Pounders is looking for, it's going to take its second win. I'm feeling it.
yeah,
I'm feeling
it's-
it. Pittsburgh is a
Oh,
little too
thank
confident.
you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm going up against the number one team in the league. By the way, who the fuck is Pittsburgh Feelers? Like, who is that guy?
That's just
Have
a
I ever
random
met him
dude that
before?
MJ found. No,
Really?
No, that's like one. That's
Okay.
like a random homeless person that NJ found.
Well, he's whooping everybody's
He's
ass.
kicking all
so-
our asses. So
Exactly. God damn, fucking 4-0. Yeah, I'm totally gonna get fucking trashed. I hope not. But
Nah, man.
Now, let's take a look at your team real quick. You
I
got
think
Mahomes.
you might have this one. This
against
one,
Las Vegas.
like you got to take in consideration that Russell Wilson has not been getting any of his projected numbers, right? He's been. I mean,
Not
he got
at
a
all,
couple
man.
of them, but like, there's been 2
Yeah.
weeks where he's been under 15. This one's under 10. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
And he's
I
going
don't really
against,
think you're going to have
decent-
with Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you've been getting 20 easily.
oh yeah. He's
So
done.
you're gonna get
He's
your
been a
20
fucking
there.
workhorse for my team.
Samuel at Tennessee. That's all right. Oh, you got do you know this guy's name? A. St. Brown. Do you know this guy's name? Oh,
Yeah,
we should
I'll
His
get
come
name
in
is
and
Simon
Brown.
Ross.
Used to be a Packer.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm on
Oh,
Ross
I'm on
St.
Ross.
Brown.
Okay.
Bro.
Oh, yep. Yep.
From Ohio State University.
God, I would say reminds me of the Keenan Peele fucking skit.
Yeah, the kid, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who was like fucking Velociraptor Jones,
Yeah.
Florida State.
Yeah.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have this one. I think you might have this one. It's going to be close. It depends if you have your wide receivers come out or not.
I'm gonna say exactly because
Melvin
I have so
Gordon.
many guys.
But I would
I've got
be putting
fucking
in
5 players that are questionable.
I'd be putting in Brown over Samuel.
Brown for sure. Oh, go to his bench. Pull up his bench and see how it looks. Like, what are your options here? Oh, you got a Giants wide receiver. I would start looking to trade him because the Giants suck donkey dick. They might be 3-1, but they suck. They are a sketchy 3-1.
I'm gonna say that guy's been a piss poor performer for me, anyways.
Swift, maybe D Swift be all right.
You need to put Jamal Williams in, man.
I know. I thought he was in. I don't know why. I just noticed that now he's on the bench. I don't know why. Like he's been. Yeah, I played him last week. He was fucking awesome.
Yeah, but
That
I
may
think
be the
you might
change I
have
need
this.
to make. God, I hope so. I'll tell you what. It sucks being fucking 1-3.
Well, I mean, you have Melvin Gordon in, and like not to be, like he's got 5 points, 6 points, 12 points. I mean, he hasn't been doing great. -2. I don't even know how that fucking happens, but
-2.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Tackled for a loss. I put it as a multiplier.
Yeah.
Tackle for a loss.
Oh, that was when he fumbled, I think, 3 times during that game or something.
Yeah, and he fumbled like hell. I would Melvin Gordon has been a workhorse for me. I wouldn't drop Melvin Gordon. I would bench him
Bench him.
and then wait till he starts to perform. Because I mean, I'm telling you, I've had him carry me to wins in the past. But it was on a different team though. To be completely fair.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
they might not be utilizing him like that.
I can pull it back up. Just let me know.
Nah, it's all good. But yeah, no, I'm thinking you can take this. I really need you to take it so that we knock it down to the same record
Yeah.
in case I win.
Just in case.
Yeah.
In case the unthinkable happens.
I made a couple of trades. Because Cordero Patterson went down, I picked up Atlanta's second running back, or Atlanta's backup, I guess not backup, but who will move into their primary running back slot. So, and I was pretty low on the waiver wire. I was concerned somebody was going to pick him up, but I got him. And then I got some decent matchups coming up for this week. Let's see. Hex, can we
Glendale.
filter? I'm getting a lot of feedback on Tyler.
I'm gonna say That's
Yeah.
a lot of noise.
It just started. I don't know why.
I'll just cut his audio.
All right.
I assume that he can still hear us, but I don't know. Okay.
The world
Your
may
audio's
never know.
cut. You have been cut.
I got Jackson. He didn't have a good week last week, but he had some fumbles. It was rough. It was raining. I remember that. Metcalf, I don't know, like in New Orleans, he should do well. Dome, an overhyped defense, which means that they did not prepare correctly. Kirk in Houston should be all right. I was looking at that real quick.
Yep. Sorry. I was just switching because I wanted it to be different.
Hodkinson, I'm hoping, you know what? I don't think it was Tyler. Where are we getting that feedback from?
I'm gonna say, yeah. Who is that?
Oh, it cut back into Tyler. It put the audio back on around 16s.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I got my tight end. Man, he way overperformed. Pull him up. Pull up his performance for last week. This
Which
is
one?
where I thought I was
Oh
gonna
yeah,
win.
that was. I saw
My
that.
tight end.
I saw that. That was stupid for a tight end. Yeah, he put up some fucking
35
numbers.
points.
Yeah,
35
exactly.
fucking points.
8 receptions,
Jesus. Like-
targeted 12 times, 179 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1
3
2-point conversion.
touchdowns.
Yeah, that's going to get you some points.
A little bit.
Bro.
Yeah,
I was
anybody
like-
who played
I
in
was
that
like, all right,
Seahawks game was putting up points. Either side.
Yeah.
There's no defense. Unless you got the
What was
defense for
that?
Seattle or Detroit Lions, and then you got shat on.
Yeah. I
You
say,
got
does anybody have
negative
Rashad
points.
Penny? Because he would fucking ham that game too.
Yeah,
And
who has
Penny's-
Rashad Penny? Somebody did because I looked him up. I wanted to pick him up, but somebody
Yeah.
already has him.
Let's see.
Because I had to drop one of my guys, one of my running backs. I wanted to pick him back up, but I went for, I think, the wide receiver instead. Oh no, I got a running back from Houston. Let's see here, who has him?
But I got so I'll just keep talking through my team real quick.
Okay, I'll go back.
Dale, what are you feeling? Are you thinking Geno Smith's going to give you another 40 points? He's at New
For
Orleans.
the game?
He could carve New Orleans up. Yeah.
What did he project him at? 21.88. I think he'll go over.
You think he'll go over?
I don't think 40.
I would say so. I think he'll carve up New Orleans. I think New Orleans was overhyped. They were overhyped to begin with. They came in and they played the Falcons, who were trash. So they're like, oh, they're actually good, but no, they beat a trash team, and then they moved on, and now they're 2-2. So I think that Geno Smith's going to carve them up real bad.
I mean, we got pooped on against San Francisco, but I mean that's like our rival team. I mean they've always been our rival team, and we've always chopped them up. And that was one thing that Russell Wilson was always good at, was chopping up the 49ers. But that 49ers wanted it bad. They wanted it bad, and they got it. But I agree. I think Geno Smith is going to pull a little bit better numbers. If the Seahawks defense could step up, I mean, we might actually have a chance. Might. But you know what would be really
What's
cool?
the Seahawks record?
They're
I'll be
like
honest.
2-2.
You should be scared for the Seahawks. The Falcons beat them. Like,
Hey, I'm not saying I said they had a chance. All right, I didn't say they were going to win.
exactly.
But it'd be great. It'd be great if the Mariners win everything and then the Seahawks win everything.
oh, sorry, the Braves. The Braves are, doing all right. I know this is a football team, but the Braves clinched, and we're looking for a back-to-back now. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
And if you want to pull up the baseball standings, because this is a big deal. Like, the Mets were hot as fuck, and the Braves,
Yeah, especially
swept them.
down here in Georgia. Yeah, it's a big deal.
Oh yeah, big. This is a big time down here. Fuck the Yankees. Yankees are trash. Whatever they did on the.
God, look at my Red
break-
Sox, dead last. Fuck.
Oh no! Look at the Red Sox.
God, we suck
got
so
the
much
Guardians.
ass. It's
Who
a
the
it's a
fuck they
it's a
are.
hard time to be a New England fan right now. God bless.
And then the Astros are fucking legit. That's
Yeah.
a legit team, right?
Oh
there.
yeah, over 100
And then,
wins already in the season. Yeah.
Go to
Where's them Bravos, bro?
no. He's in the. He's,
Oh,
yeah,
so he's
go
not even
to
the right
National-
league. Here we go. Yeah.
There's the old Bravos.
Oh yes.
Look at that up top. Look at that top.
Barely squeaking out.
Dodgers are real too. Looky there. Got the old
Yep.
clinch. And then the two wild cards are in Mets and Phillies. Mets are hot though. Mets are gonna go. Cardinals are trash. Dodgers are real.
Hey, you know what though? I have to
Oh,
be
yeah.
I have to be happy though, because this is the first time in 21 years that the Mariners made playoffs.
Yeah. Huh. Can't argue with that, pal.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're usually up with those teams you get a guaranteed win every night. It's like the Mariners and the Marlins. So
The
it's good to see them
Marlins,
turning
yes.
around.
Yep.
But
All right.
damn. So it's a good time to be a Braves fan, right? I remember last year
I don't know why they're
on
projecting
Halloween.
Devontae. Okay.
What's that?
I don't know how.
What's that, Dale? They're
Keep
projected
talking.
to what?
No, keep talking.
They're projected to
Devontae points.
I'm taking it.
No, you're
Oh, let's see. I know your team is shaped up because you had all those injuries, but now you've recovered nicely, and now you got some really good teams. Hines, Harris, are some really good players. Adams,
Yeah, I don't know why they're predicting him to so
Minnesota's
many points
defense.
against Casey.
Chicago.
I think Casey's gonna the Raiders. I don't know. Are you talking?
Oh,
that the
Is
little
that a
one?
little-
Ashley's
person?
cooking dinner, so I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Aw. You want to introduce her?
Oh, Zoe,
Aw,
say
looky
hi.
there.
Okay, baby.
Oh, wow.
Hell yeah. What are your picks? What are your picks, Zoe?
Dale's fantasy. Dale's flamboyant.
Oh, we should set up little toys for her to pick and see if she picks.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Like those
You have, to
dog
do the
bowl things.
you have to do the Pokemon challenge.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You gotta get you gotta get the 3, the Squirtle, the Pikachu, and the Charmander, and put them all together and see which one she gets.
You want
Oh, she
Charizard?
does need to pick her starting Pokemon. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's right, boys.
If she starts
Important
crying, I
time in
gotta
every child's life.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
If she starts crying, I'll head out.
Oh yeah,
No big deal. We're almost at that time anyway. It's
yeah.
Yeah.
We
6:57.
started on time, so we're gonna kind of end on time. What the
yeah.
hell is this?
yeah. I
It's just
Wow.
wild.
who
Man.
knows what the heck this thing is.
Ooh.
Hey, you know what we need to do
Right?
though? Is you need to hit the like button, and then subscribe. You know, hey,
That's right.
is this working?
Comment.
And don't
We
forget,
had
don't
some-
forget the bell. Always hit
Yeah.
the bell.
Yeah.
Select
Hit the bell.
all
I got the
notifications when
bell.
you do.
To my watch, like that shit was legit. I saw us go live on my watch.
Mhm.
I felt different than I've ever felt before. We had some interaction in
yeah.
the comments. Wow, things
right.
coming together.
Shit's happening. That's right, boys.
Like, follow, share, comment, like the bell. If you like the little
Like the
people,
bell.
be sure to like.
Do you want me to end on the,
You know
the
what?
intro for now? You want me to go through the
Yeah,
put that at the
Yeah, we
intro
need
as the
the intro.
outro?
Hell
everybody
yeah.
strike your pose for the end of the.
Oh, that's right.
All right, guys. Catch you next time.